Hello everyone and welcome! I'm Merkson22. This is the second devlog video on my game, Centrifugal. And if you wonder what this game is, there's a link to the previous video in the description below. In the past 2 weeks, I was mainly working on the visual effects of the rocket. And like I said, I want to improve the rocket's flame when it enters high speed. Therefore, I did some research on the internet and decided to draw a flame animation by myself. So here, I will show you the process how I created it for my game. To capture the flame at a specific frame, all we have to do is find where the tip will be and draw a shape like water droplet. A sharp top and a rounded bottom. Then, insert more frames between the drawing frames to make the animation smoother. Besides animating only one flame, I decided to make 3 flames because I want my rocket to have that kind of cool effect, you know. The result is okay, I guess. The next thing to do is to make the flame more stylish. Maybe it's a good idea to add some zigzags on the edges of the flame. What I did here is just randomly erasing some parts of the flame and adding some extra strokes to it. Because this is a rocket flying game, you know, I want it to be something sci-fi. Perhaps it looks like a lightning bolt. Yeah, it looks better. Another thing you'll notice is that the tip of the flame tends to pull itself off from the base while burning. So at some point, the width will start to decrease and form a shape like a bottleneck. Eventually, burp, off it goes. And I just follow this process frame by frame to draw the entire flame animation. Maybe it's not very good, but it does work. The next step is to export it to Unity and set up the entire animation sequence. Stretch it a little bit, and we need some extra glowing HDR. So here it is, a good looking flame. I also separated the flame into 3 stages. The first stage is when the rocket is flying really slow, and the second stage is when the rocket gets faster. And the final stage is when the rocket flies really fast and can destroy planets. After adding the flame animation to the rocket, I wanted to make it look even cooler. So I decided to invest some time on the particle system in Unity. I wanted the rocket to give feedbacks to the players if they're holding down keys and accelerating the rocket. The first version of exhaust system is pretty lousy. The whole thing looks like polluted water vapors coming out from the thruster. I tried many times to improve the particle system, but it still looked very bad. So I guess the reason of it is that thruster exhausts in real life do look pretty ugly. So I told myself, never mind, just let it go. Then I randomly came with an idea. Exhaust System version 1.0, Rainbow Vapor. This version looks pretty nice to me. Later, with using Unity's scriptable objects, I created several rocket exhaust effects with other color templates. And that's pretty much what I did in the past 2 weeks, improving some of the visual effects and gameplay feedback. Besides that, I also slightly tweaked the camera's position offset and added dynamic zoom according to the rocket's direction and speed. A very simple pause menu is created as well. At this stage, most of the fundamental elements of Centrifugal is prepared, so I'm planning to start constructing different levels for players to play. Any thoughts, just leave them in the comment section below. And if you like my video, please feel free to give a like and subscribe to the channel. This is Merkson22. I'll see you in the next video.